trust me, it does not entail a person alone. Najua hata umeshtuka. Sababu unajua mtu anakuanga peke yake. Hakuangi peke yake. Hata kama hakuna mtu mwingine kwa hiyo room, hakuangi peke yake. Sababu huyo mtu ndio afanye hivyo, ndio afanye ile masturbation, ni nini inafanyika? And then you end up relieving yourself by masturbation. You've shared your soul and your spirit with them. So it's like you've slept with that person in the US, in Mombasa, in Kiambu, so in Italy, in Spain.
So this person is watching?
Yes.
Actually?
Yes. That person you're watching. That dog you're imagining, you are literally, in real sense, spiritually, sleeping with them. You're having intercourse. It's not just in the mind, it is to your soul. In fact, you're having sex. You're having that intercourse in your soul. The reason they do that is because they are in a certain kind of occult. Occult is a form of satanism done. So you are combined into so much, you get so deep. I tell you for sure, that person will struggle for life. Struggle with so many things. Not knowing why, in fact, struggling with the kind of person they've become without their knowledge. Let me tell you, the best prosperity you can get, then, it is prosperity of the soul. When the soul prospers, the outward person automatically. But now when the soul starts struggling, do you know there are cancers of the soul, by the way? This is what happens, Dan. When that case happens like that, unfortunately, society may change sana. May change sana. You see, people are just after smashing done and then they're done.
Yeah.
They just want to smash and go. Yeah, relieve themselves of the pressure of the time and you know, the urgency of time has become our
hit and run.
Hit and run.
Yeah.
You know, it just hit and run. Yeah, it was a night, just a one night standing. We good. Yeah, you go, I go.
So simply, the body of a woman keeps record.
It keeps record. Now you as a man, you've shared a part of you. You've shared a part of you. Psychologically and spiritually, you've shared yourself. You've given a part of you to that person. They will be going with a part of you. And when men are lions naturally. Lions. They don't want to share. Trust me. No matter what. They don't want to share. Unless they have a hidden agenda. Men don't want to share. But now you're sharing a lot. Dan, can you imagine now having you here, and then there's a part of you that is divided in Westie, and another one in Hurlingham, another one. We saying it's that serious. Saying life is spiritual, it truly is. And until we come to realize this is how we lose our dominion, especially men are really losing it. You lose your focus, you lose your purpose. Sometimes you get confused, umechanganyika, uko kule, uko kwingine, uko wapi, umechanganyika sasa that mpaka wewe mwenyewe una feelingi, it's like mpaka lazima utei. Yani lazima utei done. You feel like yourself. Yani una feelingi tu hata uelewi. You're all over. And a man should be focused down. You need to do what you mean. What you pursue, be sure that's what you truly want, and it means that for your life. How best it is for you, for your life. For a lady as well, she's carrying all these things. She needs to be focused, more focused than ever. She's the bearer, and we normally say that she's able to replicate, multiply, whatever you give her.
Okay.
You know, that is well said, that lady, you give them a sperm, give you kids, you give them, they give you a home. You know, they know how to multiply. When the seeds are multiplied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to the next question. Nikuulize hivi.
Okay.
The the body of a woman keeps record.
Yes.
Haya, personally, tulikuwa tunasema ni Shiko na Brayo.
Aha.
Shiko ameenda kapatana na Brayo.
Yes.
Shiko amelala na wanaume 20.
Yes.
Au wanaume 20, kuna mwenye alikuwa mwizi, kuna mwenye sijui alikuwa nini. Sasa Brayo akienda apatane na Shiko, atabeba hizi wizi zote, sijui kuwa nini, atabeba zote.
First of all, wizi hatabeba. Sometimes wizi, it's a choice that people make. Sometimes it's not really necessarily, it's a habitual. It's habitual. It's not necessarily something from the lines. But let me tell you, in one's lineage, there are things that are there as ties actually. Part of it, it's the lineage. It is possible, Dan, to sleep with Shiko. Shiko, wacha nisikutumie. Usikasirike. Wacha tumuite. Nipe jina, Dan. Sikae niko mimi siko inside.
Muite tu Shiro ama Shiko, whatever, it can just work.
Wanjira. So or Athiambo. Or Mwikali. Or Tibet. Whoever the lady is. So Dan, tunasema Brayo. Brayo meet this lady. Na sasa, the lady akona shida ya family lineage. Na ile family lineage akonayo shida yake, it is possible. Brayo was doing very well economically. Kipesa.
No, hapa sasa ndipo sasa.
Project wise. He was doing great. Yani anything he starts yana anapatanga mtu ideas in a flow. Ndio kulala tu peke yake. Na ule, the lady, ashaanza kustruggle.
Everything changes.
Everything changes. That has shifted the nature of his soul. Some of them have even a goal. They are into ritual thing, but they will never tell you. Some of them cannot even help it. Si kupenda kwao. Some of them cannot even help it. It's in them.
So actually some men who are suffering outside here,
yes,
not because they don't plan well, simply because soul ties ingine waliform.
Yes. There are men who have done very well in life. Na ukimwangalia, he was doing great. Not everyone done mwenye akona struggle ni soul ties. Not necessarily.
I've just said some.
Kuna watu who have made bad decisions naturally. The others, biashara ilienda vibaya, like unaona COVID vile ilifanyia watu. Wengine biashara ilikuwa inaenda, things just happened. Wengine waliibiwa, wengine such stuff. But they are also men. Quite a number. I've seen them complain. I've talked to them because I've spent time with them. Na mtu anajieleza. Anakueleza, unamuuliza swali hii, unamuuliza hii, munaongea. You know, as you share, maybe sometimes hata tunaenda mahali kwa restaurant somewhere and at least tuongee. And you listen to them sometimes in my office and we talk. Na ukisikiza Dan, anakuelezea, let me tell you, I even had this, I had that. And the last time, I can't lie to you, it's about 3 days ago. I had someone. We had a talk and he was kind of, I'll even actually go viral to talk to people and caution them. Because sort of alikuwa ananiambia Dan, that Mimi was doing exemplary. Mimi, anything I put my hands to do, I was doing well. It was just going and it was like usual. And it got to a point I really loved women. Too much. And that was not a problem. My problem was something happened to me. I met this girl I could not detach from. She used to insult me, but I could not just detach. It got to a point that tushakosana, and I feel like I want her go. But she all over me and she was so good to me. Najipata tuko pamoja tu. And she was sort of, I don't know what I used to feel about her. She was such a good lady. But from that point, the lady was growing and was going down. It got to a point, alikuwa na V8 actually. Alikuwa na Prado mbili alikuwa na a few units. So I had even advised, why don't you dispose, could clear all your off your debts and ease them up. And he was even telling me that he'll go viral to help people. And he was kind of telling me, Hakimimi, I cannot afford that. I would rather die than go poor. And I was telling him, people rise. Actually, people rise. They go down and rise. At least now you have experience of what happened. So alikuwa ananiambia, when he met this lady, the first time he met her, and he realized way later that things started, contracts were changed, they were cancelled. Things just happened. With the time, she was not knowing that she was consuming her energy, his energy. He didn't know that. He realized when he had run bankrupt. That's when he realized. And the lady left him to someone else. So there are people who in them, they don't have that constructive spirit. It is in them. They even themselves, they can't help it. Okay. You meet them, you're done. Oh, you're done, of course. You're finished.
Let me try and understand.
Okay.
Does it really affect the other gender? Now, simply because
Yes.
I have slept with some a couple of ladies.
Okay.
Nimebeba hizo soul ties, I have those soul ties, and then niende ni have sets na msichana mwingine. And then maybe niko na hiyo shida, maybe niko nimebeba pahali ya generation, maybe. Sasa itakuja ita affect mpaka huyo msichana pia.
Let me tell you, done something. First of all, we are going to say some things, as we said, they're generational, does not mean they're eternal. They can be broken, they can be changed. First of all, you must be visionary and you must have a strong purpose. A will, strong will. Welcome to that. But as a man, si hata ushalala na huyo. Do you know you have it? You have that tie. You're into that tie with that lady you slept with. You had sex with. Sasa umeibeba. Ushaenda sasa, you've gotten a lady. A very good lady, probably. Umepatana na yeye, you've had sex with her. Now, hiyo sijui mnaitanga threesome.
Inaitwa hivyo.
Uko na ule na wewe na ule.
Inaitwa hivyo.
Oh, inaitwa hivyo. I can tell you unajua Dan.
Najua.
Okay, na sijui hizi vitu. Okay. Sorry. So, what you're saying, Dan, already you bring in that lady into this lady. That time, you're conjoined. Spiritually. Physically, it's not possible to see them. You may not, it may seem so easy. And let me tell you something, Dan. People sometimes assume spiritual matters so much that it is irrelevant. And with our greatest generation, you see, the most current mature generation we have is Gen Z. It's the most current mature. The point is mature, Dan, because we have another one. But those are kids, to be honest.
Okay.
Gen Z inaanza wapi, Dan?
Gen Z inaanza around, let's say, around
1996 to 2012.
Yeah.
So, of course, wa 2013, akona miaka ngapi?
Huyo akona 12 kitu hapo.
Yeah, and wadogo bado. So, we are saying, the current mature generation. By the way, you know, Dan, nilikuwa naambia mtu akisema, I was talking to a certain friend of mine akisema, sasa the reason why you find the things we see in the Gen Z ni sababu ni watoto sana. And I was telling them, do you know Gen Zs are not age mates? Are you aware that it's a whole generation? They are not even, Gen Zs are not age mates. They are not all age mates.
They are not age mates, yeah.
No, it's a whole generation. I was explaining to him and then akaniambia, I had not seen it that way. No, they're adults running life here.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the generation that is running life now. So I was telling him, no, Gen Zs are not age mates. It's a generation. Running from a certain age to a certain, it's long enough.
Okay. Because of time, haya, wacha turuke kidogo.
Yes.
Haya, this guy or this girl
Yes.
asha form hiyo soul tie.
Yes.
It's really affecting his life or her life.
Yes.
Can it be broken? And if it can be broken, how can it be broken?
Because sasa wameungana, wako pamoja.
And if it is to be broken, say for example, I have a soul tie with Shiko, will I have to go with her to break this soul tie na yeye ama niende kivyangu na mimi niachana na yeye?
Okay. If you truly mean and you truly care, it's good to also try to help. But in that case, it is possible to break these ties, soul ties. Unfortunately, even spiritually, they've been inflicted. Sometimes unaweza enda kwa mtu anakuombea na kumbe anakuweka vitu zingine. And then it becomes
so unaweza enda kuombewa na mtu anakutoa soul tie alafu akuongezea ingine.
Yeah, spirit za kivyake, by the way. That would happen. And then you wonder, what kind of a person did I become? You become a slave. And sadly, that can happen. First of all, it starts with you. Let's start with that. It starts with you. One, we start with something we'll call a vision. So when you have a vision done, it's very easy. And it's not that easy, but it becomes possible for you to run it. Hiya. Something I want to tell you is that a vision has actually three analogies. One, you use a vision. You have a vision. Why do you want to come out of these soul ties? What do you want to become? Who are you? Who were you before, and who did you wish to be? Now, what do you want to become? What do you want to get out of? After you realize that, you come up with a vision. This is me. That's me. This is me, that's me. You have two people. One is here, this is me. We are saying, I'm struggling with these soul ties. I'm here. And that's me. I see myself where I want to become, where I want to get, where I'm heading to. That is my second me. Where I want to become now becomes part of my vision. Now, vision has three analogies done. The first analogy, it's like an eagle. An eagle sees farther and clearer than any other animal. So you see yourself clearer and better, and you see yourself as not the person you are, but the person you want to become. And you start working on it like the person you want to become, and not the person you became, or not the struggle you have. Hope you can get that.
Yeah.
The second one, a vision is like a magnifying glass. A magnifying glass, Dan, I'm sure mlikuwa mnachoma watu nayo kwa jua. Whether you did that.
Naijua vizuri.
Najua hiyo tabia ulifanya kidogo. There's a possibility. Yeah. Hiyo mtu hafai kuruka. Haya. So in that case, Dan, when such stuff happens, na wakati that magnifying glass, first of all, if you have small letters, something very minute, you are able to magnify it and see it clearer. And you can tell what that really is. So that vision magnifies that which you want to become, that which you want to be. It makes it larger and clearer. You can see it better, so that you're able to work towards it. That's why you need to have a vision. And something else. It's based on focus. You have to purpose to be focused, Dan. You realize, this is where I am. I got into this, I got into that. Dan, wasichana wote kwa hii dunia hawakuumbiwa wewe. Hata wakikaa warembo aje. They were not all made for you.
Yeah.
You purpose in your mind, I will not just get attracted and interrupted and distracted by just anyhow, anyway, anywhere. Dan, I tell you, if you don't discipline your mind, na sio wewe, we share. If you don't discipline your mind, I tell you, hii Nairobi yaki kila mahali utakuwa na kila mtu kila mahali. And then sasa how do you manage your resources in yourself as well?
Yeah.
So you can have everyone. Watu ni warembo sana kwa hii. Even ladies. There are so many handsome guys all over.
Kaa mimi.
Kaa wewe. Na ile gari yako kubwa. You know.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. So, ni watu wangapi wako na magari huko? So we cannot just run into just anything. So that's our vision, based on purpose. You purpose this, what I want to become. Before you even go for help, start with yourself. Secondly, you've started with yourself. You know what you want to become. You purpose, this is what I want to do. You refuse to be distracted. You focus on what you want to be. Those struggles and weaknesses you had, you work on them and feel, no, I'll not go for this. You learn to say no. You discipline yourself hard to say no. Sometimes it will push you and you say, this is the time. No, I said no. You can even talk to yourself. I said no. No, I'm not getting there. I'm not doing that. Secondly, you can seek for help. You can seek from help for support and help from, it's always good to have a mentor, Dan. If you cannot be humble enough to learn, you don't qualify to teach and train. You have to be humble enough to learn for you to be able to guide someone else. It is always good in life to have a mentor. Have someone you can share with, someone you can be confident and sure with. And they can help you through these challenges people go through. The last one, solve it spiritually as well. Have a spiritual authority. But this one, we're having a serious mix-ups. It's good to be sure of the spiritual authority, so that usichanganyike sana tena, ujipate kwa shida. They will help you in disconnecting these ties. But the soul ties are disconnected. They are broken. Yes. Yes.
So when the ties are broken, literally someone can go back to the track where he was or where she was.
You can start off. Of course, you have bruises and wounds. Those one will not go. But you will not have the pain of, you will not have the wound itself. Just bruises, just scars. And scars, normally what you do, sometimes scars can be challenging because they will remind you of the past. Because when you met someone, Dan, and you were with them, you slept with them, and washaenda, unataka kuniambia ukikutana naye hutakumbuka this happened?
Nitakumbuka vizuri tena sana.
So I'm saying, ukiona scar mahali ulikuwa umekatwa Dan, itakukumbusha of an incident.
Okay.
Lakini let it not become the pain. Remind it that the pain is long gone. You are a new being. And you focus. That's where we were talking about now, being focused. And you keep your focus so high like an eagle. An eagle, very high. Sometimes when it gets a certain, maybe a chick or something, and it wants to get it, it goes higher. When it's high, it can view it, focus at it, and it doesn't look at anything else, focuses at it, then starts moving. Now releases the wings and comes straight. When it comes down, it picks it and releases the wings and goes.
Okay.
So it goes higher. So you have to take yourself higher than your usual state, where you were. You are too low. That is why you are going for anything. And that is why you are struggling too much. Now start going higher than you were. You are too low. And that is why you are struggling too much. You are going for anything. You are not even choosing because you are too low. You are such a high standard and you have such a great mentality and a great future, but you've broken it by taking yourself too low. So it is possible, Dan, to take yourself like an eagle, too high, then focus. Look at a lion. A lion, Dan, looks at an antelope. Do you know, I don't know whether you know, kwa nini a lion ina spot one antelope na ikipotea zingine haishughuliki? Do you know the reason?
No, I don't know.
It's created like that. If it runs after any yenye itapata, zitaipotea. Itakimbia hii imeenda tena ifuate hii imechoka.
Okay.
But ikispot hile ni ile sasa. Ikikimbia haitakimbia bure hapa na pale. It will have focused. That's the focus we are talking about. You purpose, this is what I want to become, this is what I want to be, this is what I'm running for. Do away with distractions. Keep them away and focus.
Okay, thank you so much, Daktari.
Most welcome.
This topic has been very, very, very deep.
Yes.
Tulikuwa tuongele topics kama 5 hivi.
Yes.
But I think it's well and good.
Yes.
I think now everyone really understands the soul tithing.
Yeah.
Before we wind up,
Yes.
because of time, literally tuguzie tu hii juu topic ya mwisho.
Yes.
Less than 15 minutes and then we are gone.
Okay.
I know many people outside here na wananiangalia sahi, I am very pretty sure they are so much into masturbation.
Yes.
That is something that I'm very pretty sure. They are so much into masturbation. And I came across someone was saying that alijipata ndani.
Okay.
And then she doesn't know how she can do to get in.
Okay.
And it was so strange because nilikuwa na uchi jana. And for her to masturbate,
Yes.
anaenanga kwa simu yake.
Okay.
And then she finds like animals having sex, animals. Naongelea animals kama punda, ng'ombe, hivyo. Sasa akishapatana na hiyo, that's when she arose, and that's when she feels like masturbating.
Muthenya ndiranyongete maita 11 gaginya kindu gia guita ngaitariera alafu nitakorogwo ndinyongaga na indo cia kawaida either nyone nyamu ikihaicana kwaca ona ingikora nyamu ikihaicana riu kabandige gwika uria ngwikaga njukagia ta ngui yani ukoraga riu mboco na ni rugamire igana kamuti gakana yani ngeretie ndagitari ngaremo ni nyongaga maita maingĩ mũno
nyamutaire
riu ona ingikora ngui cirema ni iruo riu kwaca hindi riu ona ni kaba riu na nyambe nyingire handu nyambe thigithe mboco njitukwo.
Yes.
Hey, hiyo linishtua jana because how animals it's gonna be okay watching people having sex.
Okay.
That is pornography. Hatuongelea hiyo because of time. But then animals.
Yes.
How deep is this? How deep is her spirit into masturbation?
Okay.
Mpaka akiona wanyama wakihave sex ndio yeye anafeel ni kama anataka kuhave sex.
Okay. First of all, we start for the sake of someone who doesn't know. We first of all start with knowing what really masturbation is. It's a process of exciting oneself with reproductive organs so as to get a relief, sexual relief. And this thing has been there all along, intergenerational, but now it's getting deeper and broader because of the exposure. Like you have social media all over, and access itself is getting easier and unregulated. It's unlimited. No, when such happens, we said something I want us to understand. What it's about.
Is that something spiritual that imemu affect kwa akili ama kwa asuli?
Absolutely, it's spiritual. Because I can tell you, Dan, when you get to a point you're having sex, you don't have to sleep with anyone. Dan, women wakati the ladies wanatembea saa zingine wako karibu kutembea uchi, by the way. Okay, my dress, my choice, that's all right. There are men, I know ladies don't know this. There are men wanaangalia a lady. Na ladies nawaambia hii najua hawajui. Wanakuangalia when they look at your thighs. Ume-expose and already wamekuangalia, wamekuandress, wakosha kuandress mpaka finally mpaka wamelala na wewe. In their mind. Na wamekuangalia kwa street tu ukitembea. Do you know it's an enough soul tie? That person has slept with you. You cannot control it, of course, because he did that. But how was he able to? Because you were too exposed. Umeji-exposed zaidi. That's how it happened. If it was not the case, it would not have happened. So it is possible kupata, wewe unaweza kutuambia, mnaitanga nini Dan?
What?
Uko na body count.
Yeah.
Hiyo unaishaisikia?
Vizuri tena sana.
Okay. I can tell you. Okay. So body count unasemanga sijui uko na body count moja, sijui 2, sijui 3. Lakini you have over 200. Na hauko aware. You're not even aware. Wamelala na wewe tu kwa streets. Wewe mwenyewe unapita tu na haujui, you're not even aware. Ukirudi umechoka unashangaa. Kumbe along the way ukienda wewe watu wanalala na wewe tu. Just because of how you dressed. Now
that one book kidogo hii time inatupeleka mbio and then that one really ina affect mtu mwenye anafikiria hivyo na mwenye anafikiriwa hivyo.
Yes, wote inawa affect. Do you know, ndio afikirie, the only way mwenye anafikiriwa haitamu affect ni kama unajua kuna mtu anaweza angalia girl, a lady tu amemwadmire tu just like that,
just normal,
na yumsalimia and then sasa, but under normal, that's someone who's struggling. They're not able to access you. That cannot form a soul tie. But a soul tie will be formed done in a case where it was triggered by you. That lady is the one who triggered. That man, unajua sasa men pia siku hizi mnavaa sweatpants na mwili yako iko all over. You know, hata niliona mahali pengine. Karibu kwenye mimi nafanya kazi. Ladies wanaitana, ona ndio hii. Ona ndio hii. Ona ametuanikia huku. You know, amekuja na sweatpants na mwili iko nje. You know, inaonekana, you know. So that one, the advantage kidogo with ladies, si sana, okay, it happens to them. But about sight, it affects men zaidi. It's not easy for a lady, okay, well, a lady ataangalia. It's not easy for a lady anza kuimagine but men do. The largest percentage, maybe 90-something% of men. Not all men, because some of us will not undress based on several reasons. But one thing I tell you, it will affect both. Yeye hakuwa aware, lakini yeye amelala na yeye, so ako involved. Kama ametrigger. Kama haja trigger, it will not affect them to remain one-sided. But in most cases, this intercourse is mutual. Spiritually, it's intercourse. Real one. Now, we are saying face. Huyu amewatch punda. Dogi. By the way, mimi hata najua certain area mpaka wanalipwa na unapewa dogi. It has been happening, hata it's well known. Hapa Mombasa. Ingine hapa Limuru. We know these things. Mnapewa dogi. Ladies, na wanapewa pesa. Do you know now, you form a soul tie with a dog?
Kaboom.
Now, what kind of a person are you becoming? A dog in real sense. What kind of a person do you become in that case?
So literally that happens in Kenya?
Yes.
Msichana anapewa dogi.
It's actually happening. Anapewa dogi. So that means, just for money actually, that means you form a soul tie with that dog. So that your spirit is connected to that dog. I tell you for sure, that person will struggle for life. Struggle with so many things. Not knowing why, in fact, struggling with the kind of person they've become without their knowledge. Some of these people who do this, you will think they are only servicing their dogs. If they are doing that, why not give them to the female dogs? The reason they do that is because they are in a certain kind of occult. occult is a form of Satanism, Dan. So you are combined into so much, you get so deep, and you only think it's just a dog like any other. But to them, those are not just dogs.
So it's a demonic.
It's demonic, exactly. Dan, exactly that's the point. It's actually demonic. Now let me tell you. Because we're talking about pornography. We're talking about masturbation. Masturbation, we're saying it's a process of exciting oneself. Trust me, it does not entail a person alone. Najua hata unashtuka. Sababu unajua mtu anakuanga peke yake. Hakuangi peke yake. Hata kama hakuna mtu mwingine kwa hiyo room, hakuangi peke yake. Sababu huyo mtu ndio afanye hivyo, ndio afanye ile masturbation, ni nini inafanyika? First of all, lazima I watch something. What you are saying, telling me that huyo ana watch animals.
Nitawaikia hiyo clip.
And I watch animals like donkeys and dogs and such stuff. Mwingine ana watch pornography ya human beings. Mwingine ata watch photos. Mwingine ata imagine being with a certain person. A certain mtu aliona tau. A certain mtu sijui aliona wapi, alikuwa nguo imefika hapa, hata ilikuwa inaonyesha nini, hata hakuwa na nini. Lazima ikue in the imagination. For that to happen, for that to get aroused, they have to have that image formed. It is formed in the mind. So when you form the image in the mind, it involves the whole body. It flows within someone's soul. So you have that connection with that is causing that. If it's about pornography, some of them are deep into demonic things, those who act pornography. They are not even able to get out of it. They can't help it. Some of them want to get out of it. Some of them will lie to us that they left, but they are still into it. They are not able to run. They are not, because already there is a demonic force that runs, and they can't help it. They are bound. They are in slavery. They are in chains. They can't get out of it. So now what happens is that they share the spirit. So when you watch it, you influenced, and then you end up relieving yourself by masturbation. You've shared your soul and your spirit with them. So it's like you've slept with that person in the US, in Mombasa, in Kiambu, in Italy, in Spain.
So this person is watching.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes. That person you're watching. That dog you're imagining, you are literally, in real sense, spiritually, sleeping with them. You're having intercourse. It's not just in the mind, it is to your soul. In fact, you're having sex. You're having that intercourse in your soul. So you're defiling your soul. So that soul will start. Let me tell you, the best prosperity you can get, then, it's this prosperity of the soul. When the soul prospers, the outward person automatically. But now when the soul starts struggling, do you know there are cancers of the soul, by the way? That's why we are talking of soul ties. There are cancers of the soul. People just know the normal malignancies, these cancers we talk about. There are worse cancers of the soul. When your soul now has a cancer, if it's not early treated, we normally say a malignancy, a cancer that is the stage 1. It's treatable completely. There is a process, either mahali inaanza kitu tunaita dysplasia, which has hyperchromatism, change of cells. Wakati mahali imeanza, ama iende stage 1, we are able to heal it completely. Iki advance, there are ways of dealing with it. So what we are saying is, these things that happens to the soul will seem enticing and so good, but it's a cancer that is developing. With the time, it destroys the inner person entirely until mwishowe. It will destroy the outer. mpaka unashanga, what happened to me? Hata ukijiangalia unaona for sure I'm not the person. Unashanga, what did I become? What happened to me? You have lost everything, inward and outward. Anything around you, it's lost, it's gone. Kumbe the spirits came to just destroy you. Because life is spiritual.
Daktari,
Yes.
I think this is another very deep, very deep topic.
Yes.
And because of time, I think tutamalizia hapo for today.
Okay.
Haya, we will plan for, this is episode 3.
Yes.
Episode 5 will be back here.
Yes.
Episode 5. Na episode 5 tukirudi tutaanzia hapo kwa masturbation.
Yes.
Najua tumeguzilia tu juu and then hey nimeanza kushtuka kidogo. That is where we are going to start on episode 5.
Yes.
Haya, tupe parting shot yako, use this camera.
Okay.
Tupe your parting shot.
Okay.
And then we'll meet episode number 5.
Maybe briefly, maybe what I can say, Dan, let me talk to this generation that I love so much, Gen Z. And I was telling someone that there is one thing I love about the Generation Z. One thing I love about Gen Z is they know what they want. And what they know is, my generation, I'm not in the Gen Z myself.
Yeah.
But in our generation, the people had a lot of fear. They will not express themselves well enough. But the Gen Z will tell you, if they want something, they will not wait for you to ask. They will tell you automatically. They will express themselves without fear. They know what they want and they know what they don't want. Now we've had a challenge done, finally, with, or rather generational. For example, let me give you an example. We started with generation, with the greatest generation. It's normally called the greatest generation. It's between 1901 up to 1927, the greatest generation. That is the generation that discovered so many things. In first, most of these discoveries, airplanes, most of these discoveries that we see today were discovered by that generation. Now from 1927, we came to 1928 up to 1945. Now it became a silent generation. You can imagine a generation that was so productive, then a generation that is doing totally nothing. It has nothing to offer. So sad. And that's the reason. There's a reason I'm saying that. It had nothing to offer. It only was talking of what was done. It didn't even develop what was there. And I'm saying, as a generation, it's good to develop. It's good for us to do better. And when after that, from 1946 up to 1964, we had the boomer generation. This boomer generation, or rather baby boomer, they were big, they were huge, that was there, but they didn't have much. But now we came to 1965, up to 1980, we have the Gen X. Gen X were just like the silent generation. They used to say, mambo itakuwa sawa. Wewe umewasikia? Kuna shida kweli na shida ziko hapa na pale, wanakuambia nini?
Mambo itakuwa tu sawa.
Itakuwa tu sawa. And they are doing nothing.
Kitaivana.
Itakuwa sawa. It's a silent generation. Gen X walitoa kwa silent generation. Itakuwa sawa. And they are doing nothing. I like this Gen Z because they believe in doing something. We're going to do something with ourselves. And that's what I like the most with the Gen Z. Let me not talk of the millennium, from 1981 to 1996, because the Gen Z now from 97 to 2012. And 2013, 2025 is the alpha, right?
Yeah.
That's the alpha. So I'm saying about the Gen Z because this is the current, the newest mature generation. I am impressed about them because of how focused they are. But out of their focus, they are too exposed. It is good. They know what they want and they know what they don't want. And they go for it strongly, with a strong will. Do you know why we are having so many problems? We are having a problem between a generation called Generation Z, and Generation X. Of course, there is a generation between them, which is millennial. So Generation X is the one that is in doing so many things, and even in leadership, right? Generation X. That is 1965 to 1980. Then the Gen Z, we're saying that it knows what it wants. It has defined it. When it wants this, it goes for it. So Gen X believed no one knows anything but them. As long as you are younger, you can only know more than them if you're older. If you're young, as long as you're younger, you cannot tell them anything. And they cannot listen to you. 2, if you tend to object, they curse you. That was the Generation X. That's what it believed. Now the Gen Z believe anyone can tell me. Anyone knows. I can know. And someone can know better. So they realize Gen Z have more knowledge, yet they are kids. You see, they call them kids, right?
Yeah.
So yet they're kids and they know too much. So they don't want to take that. That's where now the conflict comes in. Because we have a generation that knows too much versus a generation that believes no one would know better than them. If they don't know, you should not know.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, because of the conflict, what I'm saying is, it is good for a Gen Z generation, for a Gen Z, Generation Z, to actually remain focused and fight, and as we said, become visionary. And for us to be able to focus, most importantly, remember, Dan, life is spiritual.
Yeah.
And life is spiritual because the saddest thing, one thing I told you I love about the Gen Z, I told you, is about being focused, knowing what they want, and what they don't want, they don't. Now the problem with them is they're running from the point of the life being spiritual bit. And I don't want us to lose it. We have the author of life. And that author of life started it. He's the one who sustains mission and vision in life. He's the one who has the purpose. And he has shared the purpose. Let us carry out the purpose, Dan. And let us not forget that he who started, is the author of life, he who started life, has expectation towards us. Let us not give up into just marry everywhere, bash kila mahali, with this and this. And I'm not saying it's wrong to have Mary. You say we're moving into festive seasons.
Yeah.
But it's good to do it responsibly, knowing that whatever you carry with you will make you.
All right.
And it can also break you. Thank you so much.
All right. Yes. That is episode number 3 here on Fantastic Talk Show, Fantastic TV Studios. My name is Duncan Jomo. Hey, it has been a very, very deep conversation. Tumeongelea topic mbili. Tumeongelea soul ties, tumeguzilia kidogo masturbation. Episode number 5. Please don't miss. Tutakuwa na daktari tena. We'll go deeper to the topic kama masturbation. Tuende another topic that it was running in my mind. People were talking about something like blood covenant. That is what we'll be talking on episode number 5. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Fantastic TV. My name is Duncan Jomo. Goodbye and have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye. We are out.